You know that marketing is crucial to your business growth, but it feels like there is way too much information out there, and it's hard to suss out where the absolute best places to put your time and money really are. In this video, we narrow your focus, and by the end, you'll know exactly where to put your efforts for the most growth for your business. First, if you've been following my channel, you've heard me say this before. You need 3 ways to market. And the reason I keep saying it is because so often we forget, right? Or we might have 2 ways that we're marketing that are working well, but that 3rd way would like tip us into the next level. Or maybe for some of you who've been marketing 3 ways successfully, a 4th way to market might be the thing that puts you into overflow. But at a minimum, in the beginning, if you're new or if you've been only marketing 2 ways, having 3 ways to market is so necessary to grow your business. Over time, it's going to shift, it's going to change, you're going to fine tune it, but start with that. Start with the 3 ways that you know bring clients into your business. The second marketing tip that's so important is to let the universe help you. I know that sounds like, what? What does that mean? But here's the thing. Marketing is messy, right? Even if you're doing 3 things, there's probably a few other things that you've done or some extra things that aren't exactly part of your marketing plan. Like for example, let's say networking, speaking, and email marketing. Let's say those are the 3 ways that you're consistently marketing. Well, maybe you're invited to be on a summit or to speak at an event. So that's kind of an extra way that you're invited to market. Well, maybe that event ends up being really good for you. It might just be once a year, but that's where the universe can really step in and hand you this extra opportunity and an overflow of money. I remember a time when the universe brought me a client, and it wasn't just luck. I'll tell you that story at the end of this video, so stick with me. The 3rd tip that really ties to what we just talked about in terms of marketing being messy is that marketing is everything, not just one thing. It all ties together. So for example, you probably have a website, right? What's on your website? Maybe if you do a podcast, your podcast is on your website. If you do a blog, your blog is on your website, right? Everything ties together. So often we can think that marketing is just one thing. It's just, I'm on stage speaking, so that's my marketing. Or I love to network, so that's my marketing. No, marketing is everything. If you're at a networking event and someone gets a business card from you, if you still have business cards, I don't know if people still use them anymore. I think a few people do. And let's say you hand your business card out and someone takes it, and on your business card is your website. So they're like, I'm gonna go to their website. So again, the business card was marketing. The website is marketing. On your website, they say, oh, they have a podcast. I'm going to go to their podcast. Your podcast is marketing. What I want you to see is that marketing is everything, and it all works together. It's not in a silo here and a silo there. So the question you want to ask yourself is, does my marketing bring my prospective clients to where I want them to go? So do you want your prospective clients to end up on your website and maybe opt in for your free course, for example, or opt in for your free audio? If that's where you want them to go so that they get onto your list, then that's where your marketing needs to be leading people. Or maybe you offer a course, a live in-person course, right? So what's the step before the live in-person course that you want to lead people to? Maybe it's having a phone call with someone on your sales team. So again, it's thinking about, where am I leading my prospective clients? Where am I taking them? Because when you're taking them on a journey, there's a specific place where you want them to go. If you want to learn more about marketing or even sales or leadership or mindset, you're in luck because I've got tons of videos on this channel about those very things. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe. One of the greatest things I've learned, and I want to share this tip with you, is to gamify your marketing. After you've done it for over a decade, like I have, marketing can start to seem kind of boring. And it's not boring in the sense of like, I don't like writing the copy or I don't like doing the things, but it just gets kind of like mundane. And when it gets mundane, we can get into habits that we're not aware of. And we can start to go down a path that maybe we don't want to take our business or our marketing. So when you gamify marketing, you simply make it fun again. Perhaps you're trying some new marketing in one area, or you're fine tuning your existing marketing, but maybe you're starting to track it more. One of the things we have our clients do is fill out a marketing Excel spreadsheet that tracks their marketing from start to finish to see every single month what their intentions were, what they did, what they tracked, and what the results were. When you can see from start to finish what you were aiming for and then what your ultimate results are, you can see whether or not your marketing is working, and you could have a lot more fun with it. So again, we have our clients fill out an Excel spreadsheet where they track all of their marketing, and they can really start to play with it. And when they hit specific milestones in their company, maybe they have a celebration, or maybe there's a reward for everyone in the company. When you start to gamify your marketing and you have more fun with it, it's easier to stay focused on your marketing and ensure that it's working for you. One of the stories that really illustrates how marketing works together is what happened about a year ago when a client saw me on a summit. So I was invited to speak on someone else's summit, which is, by the way, that's an amazing way to market, is to be invited to be on someone else's stage or in someone else's community, especially when their clients are your ideal clients as well. That's another tip. You want to make sure, if you're doing any kind of referral or affiliate marketing, that you're working with companies who share the same target market as you do, or it's kind of a waste of time, and I see that often get missed. Anyway, so I was invited to speak on the summit, and this referral partner was really aligned with me and my company and my culture, and I was excited to connect with their clients. Anyway, so I was speaking there, and there was a client who happened to see me on the summit. I didn't get to connect, right? You're on a summit, it's recorded, so you don't even know who's watching it. But there was someone who watched the video, my video, and it resonated with her. So from there, I asked her later, that's how I know. So from there, she went to my blog. And so she was reading my blog articles. Those were resonating with her as well. From there, she saw that I had a podcast, because we talk about the podcast on the blog. Saw the podcast, moved over to the podcast, started listening to some of the episodes there, and those were really resonating as well. On the podcast, we offer an opportunity for people to apply for a call for us. So they send in their information, and then someone on my team books a call with them. So she booked a call, and I ended up talking to her directly. It was so powerful because I asked her the question. I said, "How did you find us?" And it was this kind of sort of like a second of glazed look over her face. And I realized that it was quite a journey to get her. And she was like, "Well, saw you on the summit. I went to your blog. From your blog, I learned about your podcast. From your podcast, I learned that I could book a call with you by filling out the application." I thought to myself, this is how marketing works, right? Like, marketing works the best when every piece is working together in a beautiful way from start to finish. So as you're sitting here right now, this is not to overwhelm you. This is to reassure you that your marketing is working. Your imperfect, putting it out there marketing is working. It might not be working as much as you want it to, but I hope this lets you know that every piece of marketing you put out there starts to work together. And then when you become consistent, right, it starts to work even better. So in this example, we put out regular blogs. There were lots of blogs for this prospective client to read. We do a regular podcast. There were lots of podcasts, hundreds of podcasts that she could listen to. And then from there, we offer the next step. And in our case, the next step is either to book a call directly with us or to download our free course, Quantum Revenue Expansion. So you can see, again, from start to finish, we are offering our prospective clients an opportunity to walk with us, to get a sample of what it's like to work with us, to get a feel of even what it might be like to coach with us. And along the way, every time they get that sense of what it's like, they can make a decision of whether or not they want to take the next step. For you, it's the same. Think about it. If a prospective client showed up in your world today, where would you want them to begin with you? And then what's the next step that you'd want them to take? What's the next step after that? What's the next step? So on, and so until they become part of your world, or they can purchase something if they're a good fit for you. Spending some time really thinking about your client journey is one of the most powerful things you can do, because that helps you see where your marketing is working, maybe where it's not working, and what you could do to make your marketing work better and even make it more consistent. Next up, how does social media marketing help a business grow? And remember, your 2X is waiting for you too.